Let's talk about why we chose a Tesla and specifically a Model 3 Performance for our new car. So we spent a while debating this last vehicle purchase, leading to putting in the Tesla order. First off, why an EV? Really two main reasons for me. One, you basically get supercar performance without supercar prices and logistics. And two, it's just something kind of new and different. I like zipping around town, firing a car through a freeway on-ramp and so on, and I was ready to feel that exhilaration again in an actual car-based form factor. Not a small crossover like our Stelvio was, although honestly that was a really fun car to drive too. But with an EV, you get the gratification of that instant torque due to the drive system, the stable low center of gravity due to the battery sitting down underneath you. And based on my research, that should all add up to a heck of a fun driving experience, and we'll see at some point as well if I actually get this car out on a track somewhere. To get EV performance out of an internal combustion engine though, you're talking a more expensive premium gas vehicle, and you're probably talking about more definitively a sports car or even a roadster. So a two-seater or at least a very uncomfortable back seat ride. And we have a family of 4. We're not looking to have 3 cars yet, and we need to move 4 people around reliably and comfortably. So this vehicle needed to serve dual purpose as sporty fun, but also transportation. We also live in southeast Michigan, which has winter and snow, so I wanted an all-wheel drive car. And the Tesla as an EV just delivers on all of these fronts. I've watched and read a lot of reviews and feedback regarding driving EVs and Teslas in particular, and one consistent thread that I've found is the idea that driving this type of a vehicle is a new kind of experience. It drives, rides, and just presents differently in an involved manner, so to speak, from the feel of a regular ICE car. That really intrigues me, and I did feel some of that in our test drive, which I'll talk about in detail in a follow-up video. I'm really excited to see how I feel about driving the Tesla after a few weeks and months, and particularly too how my wife likes it, or doesn't like it, as she's not quite as interested in the purchase as I am. But you might be asking, what about it being green? Well, I consider my own jury still out a little bit on that front. I think the greenness of EVs overall is one of those many things in life right now where people just form their own preconceived notion first for what they really want to believe, and then they go find information to corroborate that preformed opinion. So is this car net greener than an internal combustion engine would be instead? I hope so, and in the long run for keeping the car, I think it will be. I understand Tesla's working on battery recycling programs and such, that these batteries could end up in home panels and other uses in the long run as well. And really any type of car is going to create some amount of waste. It's going to burn up some types of materials in the end. 2 things. 1, I wouldn't be buying the car if I felt it was crazily net negative or damaging to the earth just for my own personal fun or satisfaction. And 2, while I do believe the car will be a net positive energy purchase, I'm not deluding myself into any idea that this makes me like fully carbon clean or better than anybody else driving an ICE. I'm not some kind of deranged eco-warrior. I think the truth is really just somewhere in the middle. But an additional thought then, after considering that we would really look at an EV for this car, why the Tesla? Well, 3 reasons. 1, with the Model 3 and even in the performance model, Tesla is offering what I think is a great package for the price. The Model 3 Performance coming in out the door at around $65K. Still a lot of money. It's very hard to call that a great price. But looking at options from Porsche or Audi that I might like to consider instead, everything else is much considerably more expensive, especially once you start adding options onto them. Those are 100K plus cars easily from my shopping. That's more than Model S territory even, and more than we wanted to put into this vehicle purchase. Although I do really increasingly so like the looks of the S over the 3. And we did also shop the Ford Mustang Mach-E quite a bit. As I mentioned though, we really wanted more of a car form factor, not a crossover. And the Mach-E is more of that crossover. It's more of a matchup to the Model Y than the 3 in my opinion. So it wasn't a direct fit so much for our shopping. In the end, considering the Mach-E didn't even matter anyway. The Tesla will have taken, I think, just about or under 2 months to deliver by the time we get it. The Mach-E quote was incredibly long, like 20 plus something weeks, and there was just an article the other day that I saw about longer lead times even still for the Mach-E's due to lack of parts for that specific car. So even if we really wanted it, we just couldn't wait for it. We needed our car sooner than that. It's good news for Ford, I guess, as they keep pumping them out. but it made the car a moot point for us. In addition, the Tesla performance model equivalent of the Mach-E wasn't even orderable yet at all, just the equivalent of the long range. Other items like the Tesla Direct built-in charging infrastructure, the fact that Tesla has been making these vehicles for a while now and has really fixed and refined a variety of elements and issues, and other items like the direct sales model, software upgrades that make your car better over time, the ridiculous resale and value retainage, and so on really made the Tesla an easy pick relative to other makes or models that might have stacked up or we might have cross-shopped against it at this moment in time. But lots more EVs are coming though, and they're going to start coming fast. So competition is going to heat up, and that's great. Competition forces everybody, including Tesla, to continue to evolve fast and push the envelope on features, commitments, and service and value versus being able to just casually rest in their own product space. So I'm really excited to get the car. Next up, I plan to talk about our test drive and then our ordering experience, and we should have it very soon. Stay tuned and please like and subscribe for more. Every time you do, another day comes off our delivery lead time.